my darlings. Welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. I am Samantha if you are new to the channel, and if you found this baby channel, you found it on purpose. I totally believe that. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that you will get something from this, that you will be blessed, and that you will like and share and subscribe and help us grow. For those of you coming back to the channel, I thank you so much. Your love and support is just the most beautiful thing. I have actually been missing for the last few days. I've been doing some heavy duty stuff with my guides, both, for the channel and just for myself personally. It's been a kind of an intense few days. The week ahead is pretty intense in the astrology. We've got the nodes moving, we've got Uranus going direct, we've got a full moon, and today we've got Sun conjunct Pluto. So very intense energy over the next few days. What I want to draw right now on, though, is we are nearing the end of Venus retrograde. It's about 2 weeks left, give or take, and I want to draw on the soulmate situation. I need to find a better word for that, but the soulmate situation. As we're nearing Venus, the end of Venus retrograde, if there's anything that we've missed, anything that needs to get taken care of, anything that needs to have a light kind of shined on it, that's what I want to read on today. We're going to read with the Light Seer deck, and we're going to clarify with the Wild Unknown. I'm going to give the Light Seer one more shuffle. I hope you all are doing well on this wintry afternoon. I hope you all are staying safe. I hope that you're taking if you're in the winter weather, I hope you're taking that to just sort of kind of chill out and be still, nourish your soul. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot. Oh, followed by the Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and Seven of Wands. Okay. There's also some moon energy here, so, we're not going to have clarity on everything, but, I was like, wait a minute, why do we have the same card? How can I have the same card twice in the deck? Look at that. I don't know that I've ever drawn them side by side before or not. She stood her ground and became the queen. I just realized that. Okay, this is fast-moving energy coming towards a very strong new beginning with roots on it. These two cards being what they are, though, these are passionate cards. They're both wands. This one's very solar plexus. This is the time to really get into your identity and who you are and what you want. What is your priority here on this planet? What is your mission? What is your destiny? I think that you know it, but I don't think that you've really grasped it. It's like this magic from her hand here needs to go right there into that solar plexus. All right, let me go ahead and kind of stick those randomly in here. I'm going to give this one more shuffle, and then we'll do the real reading. I wasn't going to do that bottom of the deck thing. I was just going to go right into the reading. But Spirit's always like, no, I got stuff to show you. So let me give this a couple of quick shuffles, and then we'll get to it. I think identity work is, it's like a lifetime. We work on that. But, today, Sun Pluto Day, is a really good day for starting a new cycle, habits, dietary changes, drug use, cigarettes, anything that's harming you in any way, putting an end to it today. Sun Pluto's got that energy in it for you. All right, I'm going to cut the deck one more time. And now, we have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. What I was telling you, nourish your soul. Nourish your soul. All right, so let's see. Venus is actually one of my main guides, so I'm actually channeling her through most of this. It's like, what do we need to still handle between now and the end of Venus retrograde? Look at that. We got the Chariot back again, which probably means, I didn't misread it, but there's a lot more to be said than that. It's fast-moving energy. Oh, we've got the Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, and Judgment. Very nice. I'm going to draw crossing cards for all of these. We've got Patience, Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. We've stepped up one. Page of Pentacles, but that came out with the Two of Wands, so I'm going to set both of them there. And we're going to move to the Wild Unknown to clarify. This is not how if you've been watching my videos at all, this is not usually how I read them, but I'm very clear to draw a crossing card for everyone. This energy, it's not that necessarily that it's fast moving, that it's been moving for a very long time and you've had to have patience. That's more what I'm getting from that. This Ace of Cups that you've been holding for your sacred soulmate, for that person, for the person that you know, it's been worth it because it's going to spill over into the Ten of Pentacles, which is, of course, the very grounded, happily ever after card. But we've got a Page of Wands and a Knight of Wands. This is enthusiastic movement. It's passionate movement. It's it can be a little bit reckless at times or in and out, wishy-washy with this Knight, but it doesn't have to be. We'll draw some more cards to see where we're at with that, but that would be like the warning of this card, to kind of stick it. You know, your passion, that goes back to me, it goes back to the Queen and the Seven of Wands. Your passion and your fire needs to reignite and come back online to join this Ace of Cups. You've got the love, but is your passion ignited? And over here we've got Judgment, which, you know, comes before the end of a cycle. So being ready for that. With the Page of Pentacles, that's a curious page. It's, you know, youthful energy. I always get hung up on the Page of Pentacles. I'll be really honest with you. I'll come back to that and I'll see where Spirit leads me on that one. But on top of this here, you've got the Two of Wands. So this is what's lying ahead for you. You've got to let go of the old and grab onto the new and move forward. But, you know, kind of, are you brave enough to do that? Oh, wow. Look at the bottom of this deck is the World. What comes after Judgment? The World. I'm really excited about pulling this all together at the end. I'm really excited to see where we're at. We've got the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. No. It's like I can feel the card. I know which card it's supposed to be. That's the Page of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. And there we've got Four Pentacles. A lot of four cards. 4, 2. There's your Three of Pentacles. Okay. Building stability on top of that. Sorry, I'm talking to myself a little bit here. Well, and I'm talking to Venus. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. And this is the Six of Cups. That's your soulmate right there. That's the sacred soulmate energy right there coming in at the end. And we've got Patience crossing this, because that's very clear what she told me to pull was a crossing card for those energies. All right, so what you're in right now is going to require some patience. Whew, everybody take a deep breath with me. These sacred soulmate twin flame relationships, I'm not big on labels, so, you know, don't get hung up by them. I'm certainly not. But if there is a person in your life, if you've been through the ringer with them and like to hell and back, and you're separated right now, it's highly likely, from everything that I read and hear in channeling, it's highly likely that that was a twin flame and that was here to get you ready for the real deal. And that's not necessarily the person that's coming back in. In fact, this particular Venus retrograde has been very strong on closing those out. So if you've been getting pushed on closure on those things, I highly recommend doing that with the end of Venus retrograde here. Close that. Close, regardless of whether you still want that person or not, close it. And then if it truly comes back after that, then it's you know that that's the right thing, that's God. But we need to close out what is the past. Even if they're just the sacred soulmate partnerships, starting, Venus goes direct on the 29th of January. So by the end of this month, we need to be moving forward with a clean slate. We need to clear out all of the old junk from our romantic lives, our romantic partnerships, our twin flame situations, And we need to start fresh knowing what our priority is, who our person is, what direction we're headed in. Because we've got the chariot is arriving to take us somewhere, but we have to tell it where to go. We've been really patient and on this, or need to be patient. There's also a decision to be made, though. And this Two of Pentacles is a lot of times it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is a time to get extreme clarity. This is a time to go deep with your guides on what's true and what's real in your life. I believe the sacred soulmate partners are here to help in the shift, to shift this planet to light rule. So those are destined, deep, deep, deep destiny connections. And maybe you're deciding between two people. So get really, really straight. Or maybe you're deciding between having a person and not having a person. But if it's this kind of a thing, believe me, I got stuck there for a long time. I didn't want anybody. I was good. I'm still kind of good on my own. But if it's destiny, it's your soul contract. It's why you're here. So getting yourself straight with that. Because the 10 of Cups is promised. For those of us who came here to do this work, we've been promised this happily ever after situation that you can only get here. It's not in the ethereal in the same way. And you've been holding on to this cup of love forever. I mean, through lifetimes. It's like the water's spilling over the top. It's so full, it's spilling over the top. But you know what? There's magic in that. Look at the I don't know if you can see that there's a lot of energy being drawn off of that heart. This cup is so full, it's literally spilling over. She's got a rainbow between her hands. This is what's going to reach your person. This cup is brewing to the top. It's about to spill over. It's going to reach your person and call them in. But you've got to be open to the right person. You cannot have in your head. I just feel like a lot of us get stuck with a person in our head that we think is the person that isn't necessarily the person or isn't the person. So really clearing and being open. And then once you know, hold that cup of love for that person. I mean, you've got the daughter of Pentacles. That's the page of Pentacles. Send that love out to the universe. Here's my problem with this stack of cards right here is it's got a 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups is kind of the last energy I drew on it. And what I keep getting from this is there are too many of you settling for less and not holding on to this cup, the holy cup of love overflowing that's true and pure and sacred. You're holding on to these lesser cups. These lesser cups are never going to get you the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Cups. They're going to get you just a lot of heartbreak, leading to the 4 of Swords, where you're going to need to do a lot of healing. And that card is really bothering me in this setup with this. It's telling me that there are some of you watching this video right now that you are still stuck on the wrong person. And I just don't know what else to do to help you kind of open up to the possibility. A lot of the times it's fear. You're just afraid that if you let them go, they won't come back. If they don't come back, something better is coming. Because if you're here, if you're a sacred soulmate, the world is coming for you. The love to end all loves is coming for you. Don't sit in your small human mind and assume you know who that person is, because you don't necessarily. When I was in my twin flame situation, I thought Tony was it. I thought he was the be all end all. I thought that there could be nothing greater than that. That relationship brought me a lot of pain. It also brought me a huge awakening, a huge shift in my entire understanding of God and the universe. And it was a wonderful thing, but it's not the person that I want to share this cup of love with. This cup of pure, sacred, holy love that doesn't hold pain. I'm not saying that you will never fight with this new person, or that you won't have problems, or that you won't be going through life with this person. I'm just saying the pain is not the same. There's no pain in this relationship. It's not that you're going to be so much on the same page, swimming in the same cup. Over here we've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You've got to, and down here we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a bit of a miserly card. It's a careful card. Again, it's holding on to things that it doesn't need to hold on to. The Three of Pentacles, it's like lose one of your pentacles because you need to build a stable foundation with the three. It's like, here, let's just flick one of these out of here and take the three and build a foundation on this. I'm going to draw another card on this. I'm going to draw from the Lights Here deck. Can you show me the direction that this needs to go in? Oh, Two of Swords. Intuitive decisions to make. And you're working yourself up over it. That's why the energy on these cards is so disconnected. Like these two cards, I see them and I hear them and I know what they're supposed to be, but their energy isn't connected to anything here. It's like they've been put under glass. You are quieting a part of yourself. And again, we're being called to go deep into our intuition. Stop freaking yourself out about this. You've got to let go of your wants, of what you think how things are supposed to work out. Because judgment on these things are coming. And the reason I probably got two cards here, it's I'm going to draw something else on the Pentacles because I don't have clarity on that Page of Pentacles. Right off the top, Ten of Wands, okay? And for the Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Oh, man. Babe, I'm going to, I'm just going to send you a whole lot of love. Your Venus retrograde is almost over. You've got about 2 weeks left. You have decisions to make. Ten of Wands is also a decision card. It's, you're carrying a huge burden. I'm feeling like, you know what? Sorry. I'm getting a great deal of pull the Divine Tarot out. I'm just not sure I want to stack more cards on top of this little situation. No, let me finish here. We're going to clear these up and then I'm going to do something to pull the energy together with the Divine Tarot. There is this, the energy on this is ancient. I almost get that your divine partner, your sacred soulmate, is coming in this Chariot and has been coming a long way and a long time. And you need to be patient to wait for them. Because when they get here, they bring the Ten of Cups energy with them. But you are going to have a choice to make. And I'm so sorry because I don't mean to harp, but I feel like your choices between your quote-unquote twin flame, your choices between, let's put it a different way, because that word can be triggering. And let's just put it this way. Your choices between a love that you've had and a new love that can bring you into the new light age. With a cup of love that you swim in the same cup. There's not even two cups here. There's not even two cups. It's one cup. You're both swimming in the same cup. You are so entwined with one another spiritually that, the Ten of Pentacles just rises up out of that cup into being. You draw it into existence. The Page of Pentacles brings the cup in a message. But again, like I said, I'm seeing you don't want to let go. In all of these, I'm seeing you don't want to let go. And I get that. I do. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You do you. You listen to your instincts and you do what you're being told to do. But what I'm seeing here, the question I asked was, what's the energy we need to work with in the last part of Venus retrograde? And I'm still seeing clearing needing to be done on old relationships. And maybe it's not a relationship that you're in anymore. Maybe it's not even a relationship you want to go back to, but there's still clearing that needs to be done. And so that, I would say, is your work, clearing, walking away from things that don't work. Look at your life. What are you most worried about? What is causing the burdens in your life? And stop letting all that stuff peck you to death. You've got a strong intuition. You've got a strong intuition. Trust it. Trust it and move, because judgment is coming on this. But look at what's wanting to be brought to you. I mean, I didn't even touch on these before. This is the Queen of Cups. she's holding the Ace of Cups. It's like these two cards are almost identical in here. This is you and this is them. And given that this is, the Six of Cups, this is somebody from your past coming into your future. And so it's very possible, it's very likely that this sacred soulmate, this quote unquote new person is somebody that you know, but it's like something that never even got off the ground. It's like maybe you had a brief flirtation, maybe you had a light friendship, and for whatever reason, they left. They ended up, I don't know, maybe they got married or I don't know, but this didn't blossom into anything. It's supposed to, but it's not who you think it is. Well, it's not who you think it is, or it's not who you want it to be. It might be who you think it is. It's not probably who you may be stuck in wanting it to be. The other side of that is if you've dealt with all your, heavy duty relationship stuff, maybe you are open and ready for something new. The right person is coming in. I would just say that what I'm seeing here for those of you who don't have that clearing work to do is be patient. If I would spend the next 2 weeks like you've got a final exam coming with Judgment here at the end of Venus retrograde. There's a final exam coming. Use the next 2 weeks to study up. Look at your course history. Look at all the areas of your life as honestly as you can to see if there's anything that you need to clean up, particularly under the heading of relationships. But, just as a side addendum here, Venus rules money and beauty and projects. So this applies to all of those things too. I'm reading in this particular instance for this soulmate journey. Maybe that's the word we need to use. But like I said, I feel like they're wanting me to pull energy from the Divine Tarot. So we're going to put all of these cards over here to the side in one great big mess that I'm going to have to clean up later. And let's see what we get off the Divine Tarot. I feel like there was a lot there. And if we can clarify in just like a couple of cards, I feel like that would be really helpful. Just take a deep breath. Okay, I'm going to pull these from the bottom. We've got the Empress, Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, and Destiny. Ugh, the cards keep coming. Okay. And then we got Queen cards under that, but I don't feel like those are part of this. This is the reading. This is how I tend to read upside down and backwards though, so bear with me. I tend to be a reverse engineering kind of person, even when I do my schedules and stuff. I start at the end and go back. Let me do one thing. All right. Here is my problem with this reading. I didn't get any Lovers or Two of Cups in this reading, in any of the cards that I've drawn. That tells me that the next 2 weeks of Venus retrograde is about you and not the relationship. Okay? You need to be moving on. This is the best Four of Cups I've ever seen. Look at these beautiful cups that he has here and he's totally enamored by. But the real deal is right outside his window, behind his head. He needs to turn around. You need to turn around and see the real thing. Because God's trying to balance out and bring justice to your heart, to your situation, to everything that you've had. Because you're moving towards destiny and a long-time commitment. Traditional marriage type relationship that's going to be worth defending. I'm going to look in the book on that one to see what that fairy tale is. I've looked at it before, but I can't honestly remember right now. Five of Swords. Actually, you know what? I know what that one is. I'm going to look at that one too. So hold on. Let's pull out the Divine Tarot book and do some reading, my dear friends. We're going to read on the Nine of Wands. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to pronounce this stuff right. I am terrible at that. So bear with me. If you know better, good for you. This is Vasilisa the Beautiful. It's a Russian fairy tale. It says the Nine of Wands represents weathering the battle. Sent by her wicked stepmother to the door of the witch Baba Yaga, Vasilisa the Beautiful stays resilient. She endures Baba Yaga's impossible trials. She is wary and cautious, but also hopeful. Okay? That is beautiful. And then we're going to go here to the Five of Swords. And we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, this here is Osiris, Set, and Isis. Okay, if you're not real familiar with Egyptian mythology, the brief little bit in this book, it says the Five of Swords represents a fight won through deceit. Set overthrows his brother Osiris and is seen gloating over his brother's inconsolable wife Isis. While Set represents a tyrant of a victor, Isis is a defeated combatant who will eventually bring about Set's defeat. And then that is where you have to go more into the mythology of Isis and Set. He won the battle, but he's about to lose the war because she's going to win. I feel like a lot of us at this stage of the game, we have been beaten up. We have lost a lot, especially if we've been growing in our spirituality and in our understanding of our destiny and our mission and our purpose on this planet. I know, at least in my experience, a lot of people are not willing to grow with you on that path, and that's fine. They have to do their path. People, we come together and we move apart. It's how it is, it's this sort of a thing. But we endure. We endure. And it's through all of that, that we evolve into the Empress. And the Empress and the Emperor arguably could be the lovers. So this to me speaks about, all of that I said before. Really look at what's going on in your head and your heart. Please, in the last 2 weeks of Venus retrograde, really look at your past relationships, particularly the ones that you're still holding on to, even though you're in separation, even though you've been through the ringer. Please, please, please take a really long, hard look at those. If you don't have anything like that going on in your life, just take a look back. Use the last couple of weeks, especially since we've got Mercury and Venus both retrograde at the same time, and Mercury on the 25th for the last few days there comes back into Capricorn and is in the same area of the sky as Venus. So really take this as a time to reflect over what you understand as your relationships, your heart, where you want it to go, where you want it to be. But and don't settle for these cups, beautiful though they may be. You want the real bird in the cup. You want your destiny. You want long-term, forever. Withstand the trials. Stay true to yourself. And know that even if you've lost battles, you're going to win this war. So long as you stay true to yourself, you persevere, you stay true, you will win the war and become the Empress. I'm going to read to you. This is Guadalupe. Hold on. I'm going to read to you that one. I read it the other day. I don't usually read from the books, but every once in a while I feel the guides pushing me to do so. And I do like to listen to the guides. Let's see. I tend to find it to be a good idea in a general sense. There we are. The Empress. Our Lady of Guadalupe. The Empress is a loving and protective mother. She cares for and wishes to defend all of her children. Even if a mother's love can sometimes be smothering, the world feels bright and everything blooms around her. The Empress is the balanced energy of the four queens. The Queen of Swords is truth. The Queen of Pentacles is passion and magic. That's Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is nourishment, nurturing, and loving and nurturing. And the Queen of Cups is love. So you get the balanced energy of love, passion, truth, and nurturing, all in the Empress. It's about bringing that balance into the world, because that person, look at the flowers blooming all around her. That person brings light into the entire world and draws to her all the good things. So aside from the entire soulmate situation going on, this part here is just about you. Use the last couple of weeks to reflect on your journey. Continue to persevere. Know that no matter how many battles you've lost, you will win the war on this. You just need to pull the balance into your being here and not get sidetracked by cups that are pretty. Stay focused on the big deal cups and trust God to bring justice into everything, because this is all destiny. I hope that made sense to somebody. I hope that spoke to you. I hope that it hit the right marks for some of you. At the very least, one person out there that this really resonated with, and that's why I'm here. This channel is, my guides told me to get on YouTube and start trying to bring some balance to the tarot readings on YouTube. I don't know what that means. I'm just doing what I know to do. I do it honestly from my heart to yours, and I pray that it soothes and blesses and heals and helps in some way. I love you all. I'm sending you discernment and peace and like, I want to say soothing, like a balm. I can kind of see a balm just like going all over your whole aura and your being to kind of soothe out the edges. Take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay. Even when we misstep, it's all okay. If we make the wrong choice over the next 2 weeks in Venus retrograde, it's fine. The universe always self-corrects. It always pulls it back around together again. You're going to be okay. Just be honest with yourself. I think at the end of the day, be honest with yourself and connected to spirit. I don't think there's much more that you can do. And to know that it's going to work out. Okay? I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for being here.